So the big question right now is, when are we actually going to get our second stimulus checks? I know most people actually don't really care much about the politics, whether it's the Democratic, Republican Party, President Trump. We don't really care about what's going on right now. You just want to know when you're going to have that next check in your pocket. As of right now, the Democrats, the Republicans, President Trump, the entire administration, there is not a set date or timeline for when we're actually going to receive the checks. So right now we're going to look into practically what we can predict when the next check will arrive in our pockets, really comparing it to the first check that just came out. As of right now, making this video, there seems to have been no negotiations between the parties on furthering the progress of the current second stimulus check package. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows has said that we're nowhere close to a deal and they're several miles apart from each other right now. Congress right now has until the 7th of August to pass the next stimulus package. So let's get right into the details and looking at the timeline of when we could see it if it were passed by the 7th. So scouring the internet trying to find the greatest possible source with some type of graph, I found on CNET a great graph that really compares the first stimulus package and kind of comparing it to the timeline of where we're at now. So let's get right into that. So looking at the first original CARES Act, we can see that it was passed on March 25th by the Senate and then passed the next day on March 26th by the House and then eventually signed by the President on March 27th. So right there, it took from the 25th to the 27th to get completely signed and agreed upon, and then from there, the 27th to the 15th of the next month, which is April 15th, is when people started seeing their first stimulus checks in their pocket. The next big package proposal for the second stimulus package is called the HEALS Act, which was proposed on the 27th of July, and that's exactly when the negotiations began. And the negotiation for time before deadline is 7 to 9 days because the deadline is August 7th to get the bill passed. So if the bill is passed by August 7th of 2020, we could be seeing our checks as soon as the week of August 24th when comparing it to the first timeline of the original stimulus package, the CARES Act. So you're probably looking at that chart, looking at the bottom and wondering, if it doesn't get passed on the 7th, why is it going to take a whole nother month just for it to go through? The reason is because Congress is looking to take a 1 month long recess on the 7th of August. So if it doesn't get passed by then potentially we could have to wait a whole nother month for them to sit back down to negotiate to get a deal passed. Great time, right? Great timing. So with everything going on, we have the election coming up in November, and recently President Trump tweeted about, fearing that we're gonna have false results based off the mail-in polls, so he's looking to potentially extend the election dates. Schools are opening up at the end of August with teachers, parents, students all fearful of spreading the COVID-19 virus and what's going on, as well as some places teachers are not looking to go back to school. Then there's the unemployment checks ending at the end of July with nothing set to continue for those families or individuals that were currently getting the $600 per week, and many small businesses being forced to shut down with everything going on and lack of cash flow in their business due to having to be shut down. I completely understand that individuals, need to take breaks overall. They need to, spend time with their families, stay home, relax. But at a time like this, when those individuals are political leaders with so much coming up over the next few months and something happening to the country that is, I guess never really happened before necessarily when you sum up all that's happened throughout the past few months. I don't know if now's the greatest time to take a break. Do they really deserve a break? I know they've been negotiating a lot, or maybe just arguing, honestly, but nothing has been done. And as well, we have known about these deadlines for the unemployment checks for many of these things for months now. But overall, Congress has stated time and time again that there really has been no progress so far. So hopefully they can get something done before the 7th of August So, I mean, you know, hopefully they can take their vacation and, you know, everybody else that needs it can begin getting a second round of stimulus checks or extended unemployment, things like that. So that's it for the video for you guys today. So if you like that, do me a huge favor and subscribe down below for more weekly updates on the new stimulus packages that are coming out, as well as if you're interested in real estate, personal finance, stocks, and investing. Do me a huge favor and subscribe as well. Like down below, comment when you think we're gonna actually see the next stimulus package, if we're gonna see it at all, and I'll see you in the next video.